Hello and welcome to the Let It Flow podcast. My name is Layi-Ojo, and today I want to talk to you about what to do when you're in doubt. So I want to establish something right out of the gate is that the fact that you have doubt does not mean you don't have faith. It's possible to still have faith in your heart and doubt in your head. But then what do you do when there's doubt in your head? I want to encourage you, just run to God and tell God, look, there's no point hiding from God. He already knows what's in your mind. He already knows what you're going through. He knows how you're thinking about this. He knows whether you believe or you don't. So we don't need to hide from God. We run to God. I want to share with you a story today of a man who took his boy to Jesus and asked Jesus to heal his boy. The man had already asked the disciples, but the disciples could not heal the boy. And when Jesus came down from the Mount of Transfiguration, the father said, if you can do anything, please have mercy on us. At that, Jesus was like, if you could do anything. But I want us to actually put our eyes on the scripture. In Mark chapter 9, I want us to look at verse 22. The man told Jesus, but if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Jesus said to him in verse 23, if you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes. And I love what this man said. The man said, immediately the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. There are times in life where you and I find ourselves in that same position where we say, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. I believe, but maybe this thing has been on for so long. I don't know what to think anymore. Lord, I believe. Sometimes, honestly, it becomes, Lord, I want to believe. I need you to help me to believe. But what I love about Jesus is no matter where you are, just run to Jesus. When you think you're sure, run to Jesus. When you think you're in doubt, run to Jesus. But today I particularly want to address things that look like they've been staring you in the face. It's been staring you down, like it's not budging, it's not moving. It's become your prayer point every single day. It's like almost a desperate cry, like, Lord, help me. It reminds me of this man we just read about who is son. Can you just imagine somebody's son going through so much and the father couldn't do anything to help him? And each time the epilepsy would throw the boy into the water, throw him into the fire to kill the boy. I'm sure the father has been living on edge. Like, how long am I going to be able to sustain this? How long am I going to be able to keep my boy safe? How long am I going to be able to cope with this? Some of you are in a position where you're saying, Lord, I don't even know how long I'll be able to afford my rent. I don't know how long I can make my payments. I don't know how long I can keep going. Lord, I'm afraid right now because I'm shaking. I'm shaking. If truth be told, I'm shaking in my faith because I don't know. I've come to encourage you today to run to Jesus. When you are in doubt, you run to God and tell him exactly as it is. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Help my unbelief. There's a version in the New Living Translation. It says, I do believe, but help me overcome my unbelief. It almost sounds like, how can you believe and have unbelief at the same time? But sometimes when you go through certain situations in life, you believe, but you also have unbelief all at the same time. One thing you and I need to clarify is I have faith in my heart. I believe God. I know the Lord will not leave me comfortless. I know I am not alone. The Bible has said, and I believe that the Lord will never leave me nor forsake me. I believe that in my heart and I know it. But in my head, sometimes there's doubt. In my head, there's doubt. But Lord, I believe it. I believe it. I believe you, Lord. I believe you, Lord.